happen if Donald Trump gets elected and decides to implement his national abortion ban.
You see, this is why black men are turned towards Trump and voting Republican, because of lies like this being told by black liberal women. Trump has said repeatedly over and over again there will be no national ban on abortion. He will veto any law that comes across his table if elected president to be a national ban on abortion. So that's the first thing you're lying about. Abortion is not a right. It's nowhere in the Constitution. It's a privilege to do that. Now, I got my own opinions on that, but I'll keep that to myself. But to you little black women who's trying to shame black men to vote for Kamala Harris just because she's black, it's videos like this that we know you don't care about your sons and daughters at all. Matter of fact, you don't even want to have your sons and daughters, because all you're worried about is going to Planned Parenthood and taking care of business. You're not worried about the black community. You're not worried about the family structure in the black community. You're happy being a single mama. You're happy being a baby mama. You're happy being not having a man in the house. Not having a man to provide for you. Not having a man to protect you. A black man. All you want to do is emasculate us. Make us look bad. Talk about it. She's been doing it for over 60 years. Ever since the Civil Rights Act. One of the worst pieces of legislation ever to come out. It needs to be abolished. Along with other amendments. But we'll talk about that later, too. But see, black women, let me tell you something. Especially you liberal black women. Let me tell you something. Black men love their women. They want to be providers and they want to be protectors. But you know what black men aren't? They're not in love with you anymore. We stopped being in love with you back in the 60s when you started picking the government over us. When you picked Gloria Steinem over us. When you start listening to Oprah and start saying you didn't need a man, you're independent. You can do it all your own. When you bought into feminism. When you bought into all that. When you bought into traditional family is no good for you. That's when we start falling. That's when we fell out of love with you and just love you. And if you think that you're going to win us back over for voting for Kamala Harris and you try to force us to vote for her, you're going to lose your men after this election. Because men are going to see how many of you guys voted for her, and they're not going to be happy about that. You're going to lose the protection of your men. You're going to lose the provision of your men. And you're going to lose the love of your men. Look around you. Take a good look. From MGTOW to Kevin Samuels to the Passport Bros. Other women see how bad you treat us. And they jumping on the chance to have strong black men who are leaders to become their provider, to become their husbands. Now, it's not a big number right now, but it's getting bigger. Every year it's getting bigger. You need to make a decision. Do you want your men? Do you love your men? Are you in love with your men? Because if you're in love with your men, you know which way to go and which way to vote. But if you don't, you've made your decision. We're not changing our minds. We're not voting for Kamala Harris. Especially after that Fox interview. We're not voting for her. She's not getting our vote. But if you vote for her, you're going to lose what little love of black men you have left. They will never forgive you. They won't come back to you. You can count on that. So choose wisely. Vote for who you want to vote for. But I'm telling you now, you're probably going to lose your men after this election if it doesn't go the way they want it to go. Have a good night.